Part 3 of playing precision? Wow.
Yeah, 3 hands a day. This is 7, 8, and 9. How come it says waiting for video? Well, I'm going to go ahead and...
I see you.
Yeah, turn it off for just a second. Turn it on and see if it pops up on Facebook. I'm not getting Facebook to where it even sees it. Come on, Facebook. Giddy up. There it is.
Okay.
I guess it just set up. I waited for you for a minute or two. You're not there. I'm going to stop looking. Okay.
I see BridgeHands was live. I do not yet. There we go. There's a new one.
Don't you know the first design?
We are counting down.
All right, let's check out our times. You've got
Okay,
a
I'll
live
give you a
time.
countdown.
Okay, 40. Oh, wow. It's only like 3 seconds behind on YouTube.
Yeah, I went with the ultra low latency, which only spent about 8, but I guess the server overloads.
But the picture isn't that clear.
Excuse me, go ahead.
I'm sorry. It's not that clear of a picture, though.
Did you push the gear button?
Let me try that.
It's clanging sleigh bell where we
Let's see. Let me try 720. Okay, we're good.
Well, you can go 1080.
720 is fine.
But the problem is that at the time, initially, it saw where it was starting up that the resolution was low, so it says, okay, I'll down. So you can put it 1080 once it gets going.
Okay, so 850.
Just remember the gear icon, Grace.
I got it. Okay, so it's still only a couple seconds behind on YouTube, and it's about 15 seconds behind on Facebook. Good,
Okay.
Good day.
Could be a good day.
I think so.
Okay, let's hike up those pants. Get the shirts all looking nice there. Yeah, one thing about wearing black is that, man, it shows everything, doesn't it?
Yep, it shows that you have a white Siberian Husky in the house.
Well, I don't think it's Siberian Husky here, but nice try. Oh, it's coming not so bad. There we go. No. Okay, let's see if we can get some social media going today.
I'm trying. I don't even think Facebook wants to come up today. Let's do a test.
I've got the ones from the other day in the generic, so now I'm just going to have to open up to get the URL.
Yeah, I already have it in there on my side, and it doesn't appear to be coming up. Okay, we're good. On
Well,
Facebook.
What was the problem then?
I just need to refresh and get a comment on the screen. So I've got a comment on the screen now, and it's
Okay.
showing. Now, YouTube, it actually had an error message that
I gotta do this for a minute. Unless there's something you need me to do?
Well,
Is there something you need me to listen?
Yeah, I wanted you to hear the error message that just said,
Okay.
if I can get it back again. No, I apologize. I'm going to try again tomorrow and try to
Can
get...
I just do this now?
Yes.
I'll get back to you. Thank you. Hello, Mary. Welcome. From southwest of Ireland. How are you both doing today? I wish I had some Irish blend, shall we say? Now that we're in the afternoon, we're doing well. Had a great walk out there in Sonoma County, city of Petaluma, California, and it was a little bit overcast. Grace, she got about 3 hours of working in the garden, so she's got the green Irish thumb. Right, darling?
I did. It's starting to look Like a garden instead of a weed bed.
Before it was a secret, now it's a secret garden. And so, okay, I'm good there on Facebook, and let's see if YouTube is going to be balking at us again today in terms of getting comments
Yeah, it's not
through
coming
our
up for me at
system.
all.
No surprise.
Don't forget your promises. It's all in vapor. Locked up in staples.
Ooh, rain in Ireland. That's why it stays so green, though, Mary. I wish we'd get more rain. We're in the fireland here in California.
Yeah, it's pretty much said goodbye to us for the rest of the year.
I think so.
It's clearing the sleigh bells.
One of these days, we're going to go to Scotland and Ireland. That's on our bucket list. In England. Got to go to England, too. Okay, let's get that call-in number up there, honey.
I'm in the middle of something. Grace, go ahead and do it.
I'm going to, in the comments, I'm going to put that up and see if we can get somebody to join us today.
Mm-hmm.
Wake up, miles round. Don't you know what first is inside? Midnight, downtown.
Okay, did you have something you wanted to get to me on error messages? What am I kind of missing out on things there?
Well, there was an error message that came up the first time, but it didn't the second. So if I get it again tomorrow, I'm going to screenshot it because that might be part of the problem that we're
Okay.
having.
I don't think I've noticed. I like your picture there, Mary. It's wonderful. It looks like you've got a young'un next to you there, and you have some beautiful beads. I don't know if they're pearls on. Very attractive picture of you, and I'm assuming your daughter. We went the other way yesterday, didn't we? We had a early dinner with my mother. And Grace made a wonderful fixings to go with the meal. Some of her items on her keto diet.
Had some yummy cauliflower salad. It's just like potato salad, but it's with cauliflower. Hello, YouTube land. We've got about 9 of you out there watching. I've got the phone number up in the comments if anybody wants to call in today and join Michael. I'm starting to get a complex. Every time I talk to him, 1 or 2 drop out. It wasn't something I said, was it?
You don't have a ruler. You're not one of those school teachers that like whacks people on the knuckles, are you?
No, I'm nice. I send them to the principal for that.
Grace, what do you think the time would be in Ireland?
Wasn't it about 9 hours ahead of
That's
us?
probably pretty close. I wouldn't say 7, but who knows?
Hey Siri, what time is it in Ireland?
I'd like to say,
It's 8:59 p.m. in Dublin, Ireland.
there you go.
Sorry about that. Yeah, about
Good
8
job.
hours.
Good
I was
job,
right on the
Grace.
money.
Bang.
Wow, I'm good.
Nailed it.
9 p.m. I was right on the money, huh, Mary? Hello, Victor from Florida. How's the weather in Florida today? Now, Florida, I know what time it is. It is 3 hours different, so it's 4 p.m. in Florida.
543. Greetings, Bridge friends. Michael here at BridgeHands, and welcome to another fun day. I think this is actually Hump Day, Grace. How are we doing over there at the studio in the control room?
I am doing wonderful.
Awesome. Well, here we go. We're off for a start, and if you recall, we had 6 hands that we played so far, and so we're going to be doing another 3 each day. We're going to work our way through the 12 hands on the Bridge Base Online American Contract Bridge League game that I was playing with a partner from Las Vegas. Lost wages where things in Las Vegas stay in Las Vegas. So we do have a call-in number. If you'd like to call in and participate on this, we'll have some fun and enjoy your company. That number, Grace, with me. Are you ready? Are you synchronized?
I am ready.
You started.
5,
6, 3, 9, 9, 9, 2, 1, 8, 5.
Has been disconnected. Almost
That's what it sounded like. No, it has not been disconnected. We are here. Operators are waiting. So, at any rate, let's see where we were on yesterday. I'm going to do just a little review. In fact, Control B, and I think there it is. And 4, 5, and 6 that we did yesterday. But just a little bit of recap. You remember we talked about this thing called dummy reversal. And the concept of a dummy reversal is that where you have less losers in the side of the dummy, you don't worry about your side suit losers in your opener's hand of the one who is the declarer. So in this case, if we look over in the dummy on this hand on the right, it doesn't really have that many losers, especially once they've made a play or two. So we're going to take a look at the first couple plays is what happened on this one. And just to reinforce that, they played the ace of diamonds. It's opposite a 6 club slam on our side. And I'm sorry, 6 hearts it was. 6 heart slam. They led the ace, and they questionably led a spade, and it went to the queen. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this stuff here. Let's get that back out. Okay. And it went from the low to the queen to the king. And I would even say, should they have gone up with the king? They have 5. And there is 4. We don't know if our partner's singleton, but yeah, ostensibly the ace is going to be played after us. Sometimes you have a singleton ace, and you have to be a little bit careful when you play, as you play the king and the ace, and then they win the jack 10-9. So that's always something in third seat when you have that kind of a holding to your right where you look at the dummy and you say, man, should I win it or shall I just like duck it? And then they have to play the ace anyway. Anyway, it's an interesting topic for another time. So at this point, we can see this dummy reversal discussion is that no losers in hearts. There's the ace over there. No losers in spades because the king and the queen have been played. No losers in clubs. So, yeah, you should be pretty good to make 12 tricks, even if they're 4-1 against you in hearts. You have 8, 5, and 3. So the problem is that the person over in the west seat, my partner, thought, oh, I need to rough a diamond. And then all of a sudden it's like, well, if you play the ace of clubs, you're starting to get little problems here in terms of how you're going to play this hand. So, yeah, I think that's one thing to remember. And so I erased something I was going to show you, but I'll say it again. I like to, on my score sheet for each hand, have this little matrix that goes like this. And the first 2 lines going across this way is how did we do on the bidding? And the next two are how did we do on the play? And this one going this way is this is us, and the next two is them. So just my little notations when I want to look at the hands afterwards and talk to my partner. So the bidding by us, you know, it either is going to be a plus, happy face, or negative, not so happy. And it could be for your side or for the opponent. So I would say on the lead, they started off just fine. And then in the play, they missed something, a very critical point. And I don't know if you recall that from yesterday, but let's just kind of go back and check that out. And that was when the ace was played and the dummy has a void, this card that is played from diamond, you know, obviously there must be quite a few diamonds in the south end because there's a void in the east. So if it's a low card that's been played, like a 3, that says, please partner, low suit, low suit rank, and the low suit rank is clubs, but yeah, you would want a club because you have a void in clubs. So this low here, this 3, says, partner, play a club. I know you've got 5, but you might be thinking that already. I'm reinforcing, I'm playing low when it's a suit preference play because I'm not showing attitude or count or whatever. So if they play a club next, then they get a rough and we get set. But they didn't, so I guess so far, you know, it was just bad luck that we had 5 and they had 5. But so on the play, I would say maybe they didn't do so well on the play there. Maybe a medium-sized negative. On us, the bidding on the first part there is questionable. But then later on, when my partner plays the hand not using the dummy reversal strategy, we really get hurt. And that was where it goes up and my partner plays a jack and all of a sudden has to play a trump. And well, then when he goes back later in the hand, and let me get rid of this part here. There we go. Later on, he's going to try to come back into clubs, and this person's just going to rough right in because he's locked in the dummy. So that would have been a big negative on our side for play because we could have had a slam. So anyway, I use those little indicators. I don't know if you have something when you have a score sheet, your traveler, and to put things on your personal score. So just something to think about. So I would say that one, okay. They got over on us, or we had unforced errors, I will say. But let's go ahead and review the next one because that had a similar situation. And we are loading number 5. Same thing, opposite direction. And this is where they were in, looking at the bottom, 4 hearts was the contract. Their way. Oh, excuse me, the north-south, yeah, was their way. We're playing east-west. So if we take a look at the lead, the 9 or the 8 would have been best. I'm not so sure I would have found that. I just laid the 9 of diamonds top of nothing. My partner wins with the ace and decides to switch to a heart, looking at the dummy in the south. Yes, I think that's what we would all say. Lead a trump, which happened. And then they played the king, and they're throwing away clubs, and this is kind of a unnecessary strategy. And the reason it's unnecessary is because, you've got quite a few there. You just don't have that many losers in the south end. They've played that ace, and now you had the king and you had the queen, and you can rough one of in the hearts because you got plenty over on the other side. So your strategy is trying to promote this way. So rather than the way they played it, once again, it's a dummy reversal. You're not going to be roughing all those clubs because you have precious few in the south hand, and then you don't have transportation because you don't have the ace of spades. So once again, that was a dummy reversal play. So we're going to go ahead and continue on now with hand number 7. I just wanted to reinforce that because we went over some of it just a little bit quick the other day. So let's go ahead and go to hand 7. Grace, has anybody dialed in yet?
Patty just came in. She said that she didn't get a notification today.
Oh, well, we're sorry about that, Patty. I wonder what happened.
We'll have to check that out. Look into it.
Yeah, I would have thought I would have hit the send button, but geez, I almost want to go take a look at it and see if I did hit the send. Let's take a look here. Well, I guess it's already started. So we're going to hand number 7 today. So continuing on, let's see what we've got here. And I've got one button to hit here. Okay, this is going to be South is the dealer. I think I'll just leave them all showing here for our edification until somebody dials in. And South is, boy, got a nice hand, isn't it? It's a terrific hand. How many primary honors do you see? Holy smoke. Are you counting them? Look at this. There's 2. There's another 2. There's another 1. There's another 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I generally kind of like to say when I bid 2 clubs, I like to have 5 quick tricks. And there's 6. Now in terms of points, okay. Points is 7. Oops, why did I put a 4? 7, come on. 7 and another 7. And there's the 4 and there's the 3. So, well, I'm missing something here. 7, 7, 4, and 3. Seems like it ought to be more than that, doesn't it? Okay, well, yeah, that's 21, I guess, isn't it? So it plays to me more than 21. It looks with all primary honors. And I don't know if these 10s are worth anything or not, but I think I would open at 2 clubs. But they open to no trump, and I think a lot of people would, although this is all primary honors. Now, if it was 4 triple 3, it would be a little worse. But, you've got some chance to promote those pointed suits, the spades and the diamonds. So anyway, they did 2 no trump. No serious complaints on that. But take a look at how many primary honors. At least be mindful and think about that. Okay, over to the West End. My partner has 6, 4, 2, 1. They're wondering, wow, how could it be a flat hand in the South when I'm so shapely? Like to bid, and if it was maybe one of a minor, you would make a 2 spade overcall. But this is vulnerable versus not. So no, you do not want to. If you're 3 spades down 6 for, gosh knows how big a number it would be. That'd be terrible. So a pass. To the north hand, well, you've got game values. There are quackers there, but you've got your 5 points, and you do have a 4-card heart suit, so you want to do the old Stamen bid. So 3 clubs, Stamen. And I'm not bad with my hand. I've got 5 and another 3 and another 3, and I wonder if they're going to make game. This could actually be a garbage Stamen where they've got 4, 4, 4, 1, 1 club and no points, but we'll see. We talked about that another week. So I'm going to just do a pass, and okay. You would think that they would bid 3 spades. And yes, if you're not playing the puppet Stamen that Kit Woolsey invented, he lives about 30 miles away down in El Cerrito on the East Bay of San Francisco. But he says, sometimes people open to no trump with a 5-card suit. And so let's make it where if I bid 3 diamonds, it says I don't have a 5-card suit, but I've got a 4-card suit. And we'll work to see which one and still have me play. Well, that's a lot in a mouthful, isn't it? So if they had a bid 3 hearts or 3 spades, they say, I have a 5 baker. I have 5 in those. But I still open to no trump. Interesting, yes. So, okay, they've heard puppet Stamen, and you've alerted by yourself since you're playing online, whereas normally your partner has to alert these bids. But now you bid the opposite of your 4-card major because you want your partner to know that you have the other one. So you would bid 3 spades, which sounds convoluted, but that says I have 4 hearts. If you had 4 spades, you would bid 3 hearts. It says, I have the other one. So your partner says, well, geez, I'm not so sure. They're bidding 3 spades, but, no, that means they have 4 hearts. So they just go 3, no trump. Anyway, that's a little bit how some of these people play these things. Don't worry about it, but just so you have an awareness of how, with some advanced players, how they like to play some of these methods and conventions. At any rate, okay, so the opening lead. What would the opening lead be? You've heard the auction. You've got 6, 4, 2, 1. You know that there's 4 spades in the South listening to the auction with 20 or 21 points. And North has got 4 hearts. See, probably don't want to play the heart suit. You think they'll lead a spade?
Let's put it out there.
They do. They lead a fourth best spade. And maybe somebody has already got a comment coming in here. If you do, great. Good on you. We're looking forward to your comments there. In fact, I'm going to get my comment screens up here so I can kind of be in tune with everybody. And, oh, right. So here we go. So fourth best lead, and the dummy is now void in spades. And we know there are 4 in south. Everybody knows these things. You should be thinking about, what is the strategy? What is the strategy? Do I play a diamond? I don't think I want to play a club with that scary club sequence. Or, do I want to play a heart through them? So I don't know what you would play. Think about what you would play over here and compare that with what I did. Be nice if I had Queen Jack 10 or Queen Jack 9 of diamonds, but I don't. Well, I came up with a Jack of spades. I told my partners that, hey, I'm listening to you, and South played the king. I will wait for a comment here. Is that a good play? Would you play the king or the 10 or the 8? Inquiring minds must know. What's your thoughts? I'm going to wait a couple seconds for a comment before I speak.
Yeah, we've got such a good time.
Yeah.
Okay, Larry says why. The letter Y. As in a question why, or what is
Maybe
why?
it's a yes to something I said.
I think yes is the answer.
I think it's a why.
But what was the question?
Yeah, it's like the Incredible Karnak. And the answer is, now what was the question? Okay, so at any rate, let's see what we're going to do here. They went up, and I think that's a bad play. Why is it a bad play? The reason is because going back to trick number 1, and they did lead the suit, which is kind of, why would they do that? But yeah, because there's dummy has got 1. So we have 5, and they have 8. And if you remember the rule of 7, when you're in no trump and you can't get your tricks right away, and we can't get all 9 tricks right away if you take a look at them, you should count your cards in the suit, 5, subtract from 7, and that leaves 2. So you should lose twice to disrupt the communications. 2 ducks. Well, they ducked once. That was good. But then they ducked twice. And so the consequence of that is as follows, is that when you go up on the second one, if they still have 1 spade, and if they have a winner on this side, then they can play through your 8-10 and start peeling them off. So that was kind of a, you should have been a little bit more patient. Now, if you see another suit that's wide open, you're afraid they're going to switch to another suit, and or you can take all of your tricks right away. Sure, go ahead. Don't worry about the rule of 7. But in this situation, going up with the king was taking a big risk. Okay, then it's a ace of clubs. Whoa! You know that, if they led 4th best and you only had 5 altogether, whoa, you would want to do a finesse of the clubs. And as you can see, look at this. It was finessable, but now that you played the ace, I guess you thought you had a transportation problem to the dummy. But did you really? Did you have a transportation problem? No, you could play the ace of hearts and the king of hearts, a little heart, up to the queen. If they were 3 opposite you and you've got 4-3, then this little 6 will take a trick. But anyway, you can do a club finesse through this way, and if the king is here, they're never going to get to their spades. So I would put, like, on their side on the play, you remember this little matrix I had here? And this was they, this is us, this is bid, and this is play. I'm going to give them a big minus because they're going to give us a top board. Not that I mind it, thank you, but lesson learned is that playing low and then to the king, either person could have a king, either the person over on the right or the person on the left, east or west. They're going to get 2 the other hand. And they come back, I come back doodly-fee with a 5, and you had kind of a moth-eaten 2 remaining values, an 8 and a 10. So my partner just starts peeling off the tricks. And yeah, so we did set them. We got a 80% on that board, and I hope you see what went wrong, and hopefully you won't. So I'll just kind of show it on the screen here. But so you would duck twice, win the third with the spade, play the ace and the king, and then a low up to the queen. And if they're 3-3, then you get your extra trick there. But regardless, as you play the queen, and whether they go up with the king or they duck, you're going to get another couple tricks. So rather than going down, you could have made an over trick. And did we get any comments? I see we got a thumbs up from Bernice.
Bernice just joined us. She was a little late too. She also did not get the reminder.
So
we're gonna...
gosh, I am sorry for that.
Yeah, but I was so happy she came and found us. She said she had to hunt us down.
Yes. Okay.
I'll make sure he does better next time. We apologize.
We certainly do. Okay, so yeah, we're on daily, at least until we go to an intermittent schedule and have somewheres for paid members. But this month it's all free, so come on down. So okay, so next one is going to be hand number 8, Ocho. Who's it going to be lucky for? That was a good one for us, so it helped us recover for that one bad board. Low deal from file. Number 8.
Patty's always so positive. She said it was always worth finding us.
Oh, good. And hey, if you miss it, you can watch it after the fact. So thank you for that, Patty. Very much appreciated. So hand number 8 is going to be, that would sound like about west deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. West. We start with north. And this one, it's 3 no trump in the west. Let's see if you find that also. This was a little bit more interesting auction. So the bidding starts off by my partner over in the west hand, and let's take a look at my partner's hand. 4, 5 in the clubs. I'm not sure if it's a distribution for a 5th card. Well, you have 2 entries in the majors, so yeah, I'd say 1 extra, so I'll maybe go ahead and say 6. I wish it was a 10 or something with it, but 5.5, and I'll round it to 6 points. Jack, no. No points there. Jack 3rd. Ace 4th, yes, and another 4. So looks like about 14 points, something like that. And so you're going to open at 1 club unless you're my partner, because we're playing this precision system, which says 12 to 15 points. We open 1 no trump with a balanced hand, and this is definitely a balanced hand. So my partner alerts as 1 no trump. And over to the north hand, you would have bid a club if they would have bid a, or excuse me, if they would have bid a club, you would have bid a spade. Yeah, you've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points, but coming in with a 5, 3, 3, 2, nah, I don't think so. And they didn't. They passed. And over to moi, I've got, what, 9 points, and definitely a distribution. There's 10 points there. And another 2 points. I don't like doubletons tight, but 2 to 3. My partner hasn't bid the suit yet, but something like that. So, yeah, I have interest in the game. Remember, my partner is 12 to 15. So if my partner's 12, that means I need to have 13, and it looks like, yeah, I've got about 13. So I think I'm going to be bidding to game based upon what we played for our no trump opening ranges. So, okay, so that was 1 no, a pass, and I'm going to bid, well, I've got a 4-card suit there, so I'm going to bid to club stamen. To the south hand, yuck, 4 triple 3 with just a king, a pass. Back to my partner, they're going to bid to diamonds, no 4-card major. And over to the north, they came in with 2 spades now. They're a busy bidder, but is it really a great lead directioner? If it had the king, queen, jack 5 times of spades, that'd be a little better. But yeah, I don't know. I'd almost rather have a heart lead. But anyway, they bid 2 spades, and now it's up to me. Oh boy, think about what you would bid now in the east hand after you've heard 2 spades, natural. What's the bid?
Decisions,
Is 3 diamonds?
decisions.
Is that just Invitational? Is it forcing? Rebids can be tough. Even rebids can be tough when there's interference. So yeah, so I'm like 2 spades. I like it. I'm bidding 3 spades. I'm bidding their suit. Like what? This is what somebody asked the other day. Was it Larry, I think? Western Cubid. Yeah, I'm from the West, so why not? So it says is that I have interest in you playing 3 no trump on your side if you have a stopper. And you can see that I have a half a stopper as long as they don't have ace king 5 times or something like that. Then it's my suit's not so good. So I think that's the perfect bid in this situation. I did a Stayman. My partner says, nope, I don't have either major. And then North came in and said, hey, I've got some major. As I'm doing 3 spades. And my partner says, yeah, as a matter of fact, I do have a stopper. So I will do 3 no trump. So I think that worked out pretty good. Hopefully everything's going to work well. It looks like we have a good chance to have 5 diamonds. I can contribute at any rate. And can I help my partner anywhere else? So let's see how they play that. Follow along the bouncing ball. Are you going to lead a top of sequence hearts? Remember, we like sequence leads. No trump now. You want to promote. So they're going to lead, I think, the 3 of spades. Grace.
Bernice asks, would 3 diamonds suggest game if PD had a spade stopper?
If partner had a spade stopper, yeah, I think it would say, I have interest, I have extra values. I'm continuing to show my hand. It could be competitive by some. I think it just depends. I don't have a really clear answer. It's just a lot of factors in terms of, what's the strength, what's the vulnerability, is it imps format, rubber bridge type thing versus match points. But yeah, I think that if you're playing by the Ginsburg Intelligent Bridge robots, the bots, I think they kind of consider that a highly invitational bid. And that's fine. If you don't want to play it absolutely game forcing, it's highly invitational. So it leaves your partner with the DSI acronym. Remember, do something intelligent over in the West. So, okay, that's my best answer. Okay, so yeah, they do lead the 3 of spades, and my partner wins with the jack. And by the way, if you played the queen, it might induce the person next to, I got to take it. Or if you play the low of a sequence, maybe they won't. So there's a little psychology in some of these, which cards you play, even though they're all equals. So, okay, so that sounds like the North has got the king of spades, or else South is, I don't know why they wouldn't have gone up. But we've only got one more stopper because we're, looks like it's going to be a 5, 4, 2, 2. I mean, we don't know that, but we know we only have 2 left. So, okay, this is one of these. We don't want to do like the last hand where they play that club and then the king wins it and they peel off a bunch of tricks our way. They're wanting revenge. So let's see what our partner does for the play strategy. Well, they're saying, I've got one more stopper in spades. Is my contract safe? And this is what we should always be asking, and that is, we've got 1 trick, and there's another is 2. There's another 3. We're taking a look at the major aces, and we got 1 there is 4 altogether, and then we've got another 5, right? I don't think they're going to be 10/5 against us in diamonds, so yeah, we've got another 5 there. So yeah, this contract is safe. So now playing match points, it's all about over tricks. What can we do to get an extra trick? You see any possibilities what you could do to get extra tricks? Extra tricks are very important if you want to get a good score. Well, nothing we can do in diamonds. We've already counted those. If the clubs are 3-3 up against us, then yeah, we could get some extras there. And believe it or not, if the hearts against us are 3-3, then that little 2 or an 8, whatever's left over, will take a trick. So let's see what happens. Okay, win it with a jack. Does my partner play the diamonds? No, they're going right away to try finessing. They're hoping maybe South has the king and the queen and is reticent to play that. So okay, didn't turn out that way. But what's the North person going to play? Wow, they didn't play another spade. That would kind of put some pressure on. We would just have to take our 9 tricks. Of course, we still could, but they lead a heart. And my partner ducks it and says, oh, this could be fruitful. I'm going to see if they continue the suit. They do? Okay. By the way, we should go back a trick. And when the king was played, a 3 was played from the south, and I think you should be showing count opposite no trunk, so that should say I have an odd number. If I had an even number, I would play higher and then lower, but since there's the 2 and the 3, my partner in the south is saying, I have 3, so stop or you're going to promote that doggone 4 of hearts. But no, north says, I'm going to continue on, baby. I'm going to take my tricks and run. So they take it. And so now this last heart is promoted. Grace, you had a comment.
Yes, Howard joins us and he says, lead a diamond at trick 2 as a safety play. Diamonds could break 5-0.
Well, if you had some way to finesse it, that is possible, but you don't. If you played where if there's 5 behind the ace, king, queen, there's nothing you can do. If it's 5 on the other side, well, I guess you'd have to try to finesse the 9 and the 10, but that wouldn't work. So, no, unfortunately with this sequence, it's a good thought, though. I'm glad you came up with sometimes you need to play where you make, if it is a 4-1 against you or a 5-0 or whatever, where you have to consider that. So thanks for that, bringing that up. Anyway, we're going back here, and they played that 3 rounds foolishly, not taking a look at the count signal from south. When they played a low, if they're playing standard count, then that says I have an odd number, and you're telling your partner, it's 4 triple 3. I've got 3, you've got 4. There's 4 in the dummy. Don't do it. So at any rate, I should say 3, 3, 3, 4. So partner comes in with the west and is very happy, plays the queen, is unblocking, another to the ace, and says, I am claiming you guys both followed, you're out, so I've got the diamonds, I've got the spade ace, and so yeah, you've got your tricks, but we're going to take it and run. So that was what we wanted with an over trick. So this turned out to be an 80% board, definitely a top. So the opponents, I'd have to say, in terms of your play, you sadly get a negative on that one. So, okay, we've got 80% against them now. They're kind of like the wounded bear. Gosh knows what they're going to do. The robots, you know, they're even tempered and spirited, but let's see what happens on this one. So hand number 9, and that would be back to north dealing. And this time, everybody is vulnerable. Remember, this is a match point game. And we got another 82%. So did we do something great, or do the opponents have a negative on their side? Let us see. This turns out not an easy one to bid. Let's see how a partner and I mustered our way through it. So I started off over in the, well, north started off, and they passed with a 5-4-2-2. My hand over there. I don't know if some of you are going to want to do a 2-heart bid with ace 10-9 and nothing else, a 6-3-3-1. No, I will in third seat, sure. Even vulnerable versus not, yeah, I'm going to do that. Third seat, that's the one time I get a little bit of wildness, but first or second seat, no way. So I'm just going to pass, because if my partner's thinking, you know, he's going to have entries to my hand, no, you're not going to have a lot of entries to my hand. A pass. To the south, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, they're going to pass. Over to my partner has got 7 plus 1 for the 5th is 8 points. And another 3, 4, 5, 6. Another 5. And I don't know how my partner counts it. 2, 1. I think my partner counts it as 2. I think I've seen some of these where singleton, give it full value. Precision bidders can get away with this. Now, I would give it 1. But at any rate, you can see that it's more than 16 points. So my partner is going to open the 1 club. Alert. Just 16 points. Artificial. May have clubs, may not. Some people would go 2 diamonds here, just to be ornery if they're not vulnerable, or at least 1 diamond. It's not a good lead direction, of course, but they just think, oh, I'm going to make it hard for those doggone precision bidders. In this case, I'm trying to see if that happened. 1 club. No, they didn't. And so now it's my bid. Well, if I have less than 8 points, I have to make a precision artificial bid too. I have to bid 1 diamond. Now, I do play with another partner that says, no, when you've got like a preemptive type in the major, you just bid it. You just jump up to like 2 hearts or 2 spades. And if I was playing with that method, I would do that. And it takes up a lot of space, but at least it shows my partner I've got a 6-card suit It doesn't even have to be preceded by an honor. It's just 6-card suit, and that's all you're saying. But I have to bid 1 diamond because that's the way the CCY, precision, works. And so South is passing, and my partner is like, oh, okay, like that. Well, I'm going to show my 5+ card suit, 2 clubs. Doesn't matter if you're 18, 19, unless you got a really good hand where you think you got a good chance of game. But you see the problem here is most of your points is in the minor, which suggests 3 no trump. So, okay, 2 clubs, and it's back to me. Well, now I think I can go ahead and say 2 hearts. My partner knows I have less than 8 points, and so, hey, I've got a heart suit. I can help. And I heard you say clubs, but how about hearts? And my partner goes 3 no trump. That's what I was worried about. Thank you. So whether that should have been 2 no trump or 3, my partner said 3 no trump. So that will be interesting if it stops there, but no, it didn't. I could have just 5, and I've got ace 6 times, and I'm saying, partner, I'm assuming you've got 1 or 2, so I'm going for hearts. I don't know if you agree with that, but if we're in 3 no trump, how many entries are you going to get to my hand? Not too many. So I think it will play better in hearts. So anyway, that's what I did. I'm sticking to my story, and let's see what happens. Okay, the lead will be an ace of diamonds. Oh man, it's not a slam contract. What are you doing playing unprotected ace? Well, that's what they did, and let's go back. Let's just take a look at it. That's a loser play. You need to play a spade to be a winner play. And just think about it a second. What did you hear? You heard clubs to your left. You heard hearts twice to your right. You're happy that you've got the king jack behind the person who has less than 8 points, ostensibly 6 or more hearts. So, yeah, and diamonds with its ace and out, I don't think so. With the hearts, they're not going to like pull trump and do a lot because you got this king jack behind it. So if you got 1 honor, maybe your partner's got an honor, or maybe it's 2 honors. But anyway, they led the ace. We're happy. So on their play, I don't think I'm going to give them a plus, maybe just a small minus. But, well, with the leading unprotected ace, I don't care for it at all. All right, so I'm playing over in the east perspective, and you can look at everybody's cards, and here we go. And then played low. It sounds like a high-low. So north, if you get in, you're going to assume it's going to be a rough coming up, which is wrong. But, okay, so when the jack good, I'm going to pitch a spade. I don't even play the 3 of spades. I like to false card because, hey, my partner's a dummy. He doesn't care. So I might even play an 8. I'm going to play a 6 and an 8, and if they think it's only a doubleton, then I still have that 3 later I can maybe do something with. That's just the way I do it. Okay, so we've won 1, and we have entries to the dummies, and so do I want to play a heart? Yes, I do. I play it, I duck it, and they win with the king. Okay, so next time I'm going to play ace and another of hearts, and we'll see what happens. They play a club to the king. Oh, right, I'm not going to like let it come around to my jack. I'm just thinking is that, yeah, there might be the queen the other direction. So I'm playing another diamond, and I don't think that it's going to be that long or short. So I'm going to go ahead and pitch another because my spades will be losers. Now I've just got the 1 spade up to the ace. Fine. And I play the ace, and my spade suit is clean. Woohoo! Still got some work to do, though. Yeah, we have just played hearts 1 round, and we had, what was it, 6 and 1 is 7? And they're going to have 4 and 3. We hope it's not 5 and 2 against us, but most of the time it is going to be 4 and 3. So, okay, a spade, and we rough it with, maybe not the 2, with the 7. Have some gusto. Play the ace. Phew, they both had 1. And now is when we start looking at the body cards. I don't oftentimes look at my body spot cards enough, but I have the 10 and the 9. Thank you, dealer, for giving me the 10 and the 9 rather than the 10 and the 6 or something. Thank you very much. That 10 and 9 is going to produce some fruit. So I play the 9 or the 10, doesn't matter. They win. And I think we were out of time on this one, so I guess the other 2 were a little slow. You have 15 minutes to play 3 boards, 5 minutes per board, and if you run out, then the director will use the computer actually and say how many tricks are likely to be made. And if it turns out that you get about the same result at the other table, they'll say, okay, I will adjust to that score. If it turns out that there's some miraculous double dummy play, then they won't give you the extra benefit. But and I think that's very fair. If it turns out that some people are, like my mother would say sometimes, Michael, you're procrastinating, then they will not give you the result of that result, because you don't want the opponents to just be particularly delaying so they can get the best line of play, where as humans they might not. So that is something. Might get you adjusted board if you try that shenanigans. And Grace says we're getting a little bit close on time. Haven't got a lot of comments, I guess, because, well, didn't get the email out. Apparently it didn't get sent. So at any rate, I hope that all makes good sense. I think that we might slip one in. I've got some robot hands here and one that I wanted to get to. So we'll just take a look at bot hand number 1. Now this is a hand where I was playing with robots. Tournament, and I can't remember how many people were at the other tables, but it was a sizable amount. And so where are we at? I look at the south hand. Yeah, this will be a good one to take a look at. You know, when you've got 4 hearts and 5 spades, yeah, you bid the spades first and then you rebid the hearts. That's the plan, isn't it? But in this case, I'm not first to bid. I think the bid was first by north, which had a pass, and then over to the east. Do you want to bid? Well, you don't have 12 points. Do you want to make a 2-diamond bid, a preempt? Making it with a 4-card side suit could be your not good. I would never do that if I had a major, but with both minors, this robot's been programmed to say 2 diamonds. I don't really have a problem. Never do this if this happened to be heart suit, which you've got a 4-card suit like that on the side. But you know, it's hard to get the 3 no trump. So if you just want to do 2 diamonds, it's probably fine. I'm okay with the way the algorithms were programmed. To me in the south, well, here we go. Where's my diamonds? Nada. I just know there's a lot of diamonds to my left. And if it's not vulnerable, and we are vulnerable, man. So I'm going to bid diamonds. I'm going to say, which in this case is saying, partner, I have the majors. 3 diamonds, maybe even 4 diamonds. I did 3 diamonds. But we have a good chance for a game. Okay, sure enough, they did 4 diamonds. No surprise there. The law of total tricks, look at the big fit. There's 6 on one side and 4 on the other. Bid to the level of the number of tricks you have. So my partner then says, robot partner that is, says 4 hearts. Yeah, you got 5 points there, another 3 there. You've got spades also, Michael? Yeah, I do. And Jack 10, 4 times, 4 hearts. So 4 hearts it was, and let's see how I did with my robot partner. Now, there's one type of robot tournament, it's called the Classic, where if the robot is the declarer, it plays it, and it'll go brrrr, everything's been played before you know it. But this is the modern style, so you play the robot hand. And so, at any rate, the opening lead was a Jack of Spades. Smells like a singleton, doesn't it? When you've got 5 and 3. Yeah, I don't think that's, we know it's not 4th best, so they're getting ready to rough. So yeah, do not try letting a finesse go. In this case, you got ace, king, queen anyway. So, okay. But when you play trump, if it was me as a human, I'm going to play small to the ace when there's so many on a side suit. I don't want to lose those honors and all those nice cards. I'm going to go low to the ace. Let's see what the robot does. They go jack and go to the ace anyway. They tried to sniff out and see if they could get a queen or a king. But yeah, they did go, just like I would. You've got all these other values after it anyway. So play the jack. You've got all the secondary values. So, right. Very good. And then play another round of hearts, and they both follow. So that's 8. They're down to 1. And so, remember the rule of 1? The rule of 1? Probably not. It says, when there's only one outstanding trump, let them have it when they want. Don't give 2 of yours for 1 of theirs. So unless you have a transportation problem, and we're going to be trying to promote this spade suit and do some pitches on our losers in the clubs over here. So yeah, that's going to be my strategy here. So great. Yeah, if you don't want to take it, hey, that's cool. I think if I would have been Wes, or programming for Wes, I would have said take the ace and play again, so that there's not going to be a lot of pitches. Grace?
We have time for one more question. Dave says, can you use Michael's cubed with 5 and 4 in the majors? And then he said, thought it showed 5 and 5.
It does show 5 and 5. And on a good day, you would always want to have 5 and 5. You'd like to have 2 honors or more in each of those suits, too. You don't get to bid Michaels very often, or the unusual 2 no trumps if you have that. So there is some flexibility. You wouldn't want to have like no honors in one suit and then, you know, all the honors in the other suit. But yeah, sometimes, especially when you know that you have no diamonds, you're going to like, you know what the bid's coming after you. So it was not a perfect bid, but I'll ask you back. Would you rather play in 4-4 or 5-3? And I hope you'll say 4-4. Because now, once you get the trump out, you can now in the 5-3, let's say you have 2 or 3 in the suit, you can get a lot of pitches on the suit you have 5 on. So I hope that helps give you another part of it. Anyway, so they've got 1 trump outstanding. They didn't take the king and play another one. Thank you. We're happy with that. So I'm going to play a spade. And oh, sure enough, they showed out. That was a singleton. So I know that they have 3 the other way. So, excuse me, had 4 altogether. So, okay, we play our 10. And we're pitching coming up here on the queen. We're going to pitch a club. And we play another spade. And they don't go up with the king. So, okay, hey, we're going to pitch a club. No losers there. And now it's to the ace and the diamond. We rough in. We play a club and rough. Oh, we like these cross rough. These are fun, aren't they? And we cross rough again. And they go in. They win with the king, which saves our 8 of hearts. And we have 12 glorious tricks. Is it biddable? No. Should over in the west, should they have probably the dummy robot, excuse me, the robot, not dummy. Well, it was a little bit of dummy there. Gone up with the king and played again so that I didn't get the pitches. Fine. So I think that is about it for today. I thank you for coming by. And for those of us who are the loyalists there that came in, whether it's an email or not, good to have you there. We had a great time today. And Grace, come on down and tell us about yourself.
Tell them about myself?
Yeah,
well, we have a new video up on California Travel Videos. You can just click on YouTube, my profile, and it'll take you there. So why are you pulling me closer? You want to like?
Oh, I guess not. Yeah, here we go. Well, we want to go to the other screen there anyway. So tell us about the video. That is kind of fun.
Oh, our newest video on California Travel Videos.
Yeah.
We are with our escaper group down near Lake Havasu, and we explore the keto diet. So if you're intrigued or you want to find out more about beautiful Havasu or the keto diet or our RV life, come on over. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. We went mid-January with the escapees subgroup called the Escapers, which are young-minded types of folks, and they had about maybe 20 or 30 different breakout groups. We had an awesome time down there. We had our e-bikes, and that time of year it is gorgeous down there, and so I'm trying to think. Oh, we did some rides into Lake Havasu. There was the balloon competition. So, yeah, if you ever get down there, go in the wintertime. It's for definitely snowbird country. But we look forward to having more of the around the United States in 80 days coming up. So where's the next spot we're going? Well, we're going to revisit Boston. We had 2 hours, and it's going to be a little quick trip through the beautiful city of Boston, Massachusetts. I didn't say it loud because I can't pronounce it. So Massachusetts. Massachusetts. It's a weird land of Massachusetts. So we thank you for being here. We appreciate your questions. We're going to talk about what's coming up next month tomorrow, and maybe have a couple surprises for you coming into Fun Friday. For sure we will. So I hope you're enjoying this, watching this. I know we're not playing precision normally with most of you out there, but at least have a little overview of kind of how it works. But it's mostly about bidding and play. So some of the things we've done on our defensive play, the opening leads, balancing seat bids, hopefully some of these you're starting to see in play. So as always, happy trails to you, all of you out there.
until we meet again, hopefully it's going to be Thursday. And if you have somebody that misses one, tell them, hey, just look at the replay. It's always there for you. So anything else?
Yes, and I will make sure Michael gets out that email tomorrow. But in case for any reason we get sidetracked, same bat station, same time. See you tomorrow.
Okay. Happy trails.
Bye.
Peace out. Happy trails.